listening to the Hit.OR.DIE podcast with hosts Jake Lamoure and Chad Rothberg.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Hit.OR.DIE podcast, episode 27, Bush League number 7. We're here with obviously Jake, Brian Lappin, which is our usual Bush League. Andy's not with us today, so we brought in Jacques Lamoure, ex-Bullard Knight, Fresno City Ram, probably one of the best middle infielder guys I ever played with. I know if Andy was here, he would second that. And on the phone, we have Anthony Pedrozo. I know he'd probably second that as well. Droz, Jacques, thanks for joining us. Lap always.
For sure.
Oh, thank you. This is now my what? Is this my third time being on?
I think so.
Yeah, we're not counting.
And then Pappy's still at 2. You have him on hold.
Make sure you remind him that.
I will tell him right now when I go see him.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I wanted to get into from the get-go this umpire walking out of you said it was a Little League game?
It had to be. It was Little League field, yeah.
Enough. I'm not hearing another word of anything.
Then be there.
No, wait a second. Did you just hear me? Yeah, I heard you. Okay, do you want to have a game here? Chill out. Quiet down. It's a baseball game.
Hey, stay professional for the kids and just do your job.
Come on.
That's it.
Come on. You've
Are you
got
mad
this.
because the kids are taller than you?
Wow. Okay, that's it. See you later. Thanks. Take care, Ariel. Sorry. You're out of control.
Ridiculous.
Hey, Nate, pull off for 5 minutes before I drove anywhere.
Oh, terrible. That's going to be terrible. Oh, my God. Sure.
Field, yeah.
Will Sally hit us up on Twitter and wanted a comment from us, and then, definitely Chad.
Well, Drozo's a referee, so he knows what it's like to put up with parents and, stuff like that.
So, Droz, we'll start with you. What was your I think you posted something because Jacques mentioned something about giving you some shit about it earlier.
And I heard it silly a little bit.
Oh, we didn't hurt any feelings. Only umpires have feelings.
That's right. No, I was just saying, one of the quotes that they say on there is you need to be professional, but you're telling the umpire that who's umpiring your kids, who it's basically, that's probably could be like his second or third job. And then you're going to sit there and yell at him. And as people have said, well, you don't know what happened before that. You're right, but I'm guessing he missed the call. Right?
Probably.
We've all been there. I mean, Andy got ejected 2 years ago and didn't say a word.
Yeah, but that's because he has a dumb face.
You're gonna go at a guy that's not even here
to back it up.
You think I wouldn't have said that if he was here?
No, you would.
Okay.
You would.
I wish he was here to rebut that, though.
That's what happens when you snooze.
I get what you're saying, Rose. I think the ultimate thing for me is this is Little League.
But it's like, it's 10, 11-year-olds, right? We kind of came to that assumption. Who cares? I mean, it's a bad call. Who cares? It's not affecting. Nobody's getting a scholarship. Nobody's, it's a fall ball summer league game.
Joe's, you know what though? I was saying when I heard it, because I'm not even caught up on this story. I was wondering what happened before, but like, not to crucify him. I'm thinking that maybe we would feel differently about that scenario if we saw what happened before, like in favor of the umpire, like because parents nowadays are just getting crazy. I mean, I'm sure both of you, all the coaches can attest to that in here. I'm sure.
But what do you see when you're doing basketball games? I mean, is it didn't you have one last year?
I have them every year.
But you had a pretty
Have you walked out yet?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm proud of you.
Out. Here's my thing on that. Don't go into the stands for any reason because no matter what, everybody hates us to begin with. We're either 50% right or 50% wrong. In case it's me, I'm always right. So
that's 100% wrong.
But once you go into the stands, and then now all of a sudden you got everybody that's going to start heckling you. But then it looks like you can't handle it. You know what I mean?
So it's like if you go back at the stands, then they know it bothers you, so they're going to get it more. But if you don't say anything, then they'll probably just stop.
They're either going to stop or they're going to try and keep going.
Or they're just gonna realize you don't care. You don't respond to it. It's so you're just have some thicker skin.
Well, Jacques had another. You were almost. What was your take on it? You were saying you were kind of different a little bit.
Well, I almost got kicked out of a game for looking at an umpire. He said, "Don't say a word." I said,
Yeah, but
"I haven't said a word." So, in my opinion, you signed up for the job. I get, fans could be rough. I mean, that was a little obscene, but you don't have to chirp back. You signed up for the job.
no, exactly. That is exactly right. We had an incident last year at a game where a fan was kind of getting out of control. We handled them, and then all of a sudden the umpire decided to go into the stand and threaten the guy. It's like, really? Now
you're provoking it,
inciting a riot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
I would prefer parents just be quiet.
I mean, ultimately, I'm not mad at the guy for leaving.
No,
to be honest, the way it was. But could he handle it different? Yes, for sure. Could everybody? Yeah. The ultimate thing is like, it's just a game. Humans make mistakes. It's like the thing we talked about with all these replays and stuff. There's no replay in Little League. Sorry. There's going to be mistakes. It happens. Your kid's going to get strike out on a ball. Guess what? If he makes it to the big leagues, he's still going to strike out on a ball call. I mean, it happens. It's not going to change. So just let it be.
And you get what you pay for too in some respects. I mean,
yeah,
Pedrozo, not like you're a bad referee or anything, but you're not making tons of money doing it. I mean, it's a nice side thing, and it helps people out, but they're not like, I don't know.
They're not big league umpires.
What was the worst thing you were called? Is my question. After you missed a call, what was the worst thing you've ever been called?
The worst thing? I've never missed a call.
So there you go. I call bullshit.
He had to think about that one for a second.
Football and basketball are the same. There's always a hold on every play.
Yeah.
And basketball, there's always a foul on everything.
Yeah, you can call foul anytime you want.
Yeah, I do sometimes. I missed a call 2 years ago.
2 years only.
It was.
This guy's perfect.
No, this one now I swore that I would never make that call again.
What was it?
What was the call?
I didn't see. I saw the 3-point shooter's foot on the line, so I called a 2, and apparently it was a 3, and so it tied the game, and it should have won the game, and then it went into double overtime, and then the team, it was Minarets versus I want to say it was Minarets versus.
That's a pretty big call to miss.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of missed the call 2 years ago. That's a pretty big call.
And it was it was a preseason tournament.
Oh, okay. Well then.
It doesn't count.
Yeah. That doesn't matter as much.
Records weren't affected.
I was thinking it was playoffs.
I guess we could.
I thought you were in a scholarship opportunity.
Did for the parent.
Yeah.
At what point though does the coach need to get involved in something like that, like with the parents?
I don't know. Even on that, the coach didn't get involved. The coach just kind of looked at his players and they were pissed, and they said, "Go win the game now." In the sense of with that umpire, something had to. Like I said, we don't see everything before that. So that coach should have gone to whoever game home team was and told them, "Look, we got to do something about this, or I'm canceling the game." We talk about that at our meetings all the time for referees. If there's no admin and the coach is acting admin, if they don't want to do anything about it, then we're leaving.
Yeah, that's where protests come in and stuff like that.
It doesn't get that point. Right.
Well, so we're kind of in agreement, I guess. Other than,
hey,
take it.
I'm all right. Sometimes
I just think it's ridiculous for I don't know. I think that parents in Little League, I just feel like I would have stayed.
Oh no!
I would have just started ringing people up.
You're gone. You're gone.
No, the kids in the plate. The ball hits the backside. Strike 2.
He's gonna be Leslie Nielsen from Take a Gun. Ball.
Why couldn't he do that? Why don't you just start? My dad got
Why
thrown
not,
out of
right?
the game.
The guy runs the first.
From the
stands.
stands.
You're out.
Yeah,
F it. Just screw the game up even more.
If you're up 10 runs, the strike zone gets wider.
Yeah.
You want to be there, ringing everybody.
My dad got tossed from a game here and they wouldn't restart. The umpire wouldn't play ball until he left the stadium.
I'm not talking about throwing people out. I'm talking about changing the game,
the strike zone.
the strike zone. You know, the pitcher throws
I thought
the ball.
you said that before that. You just start throwing guys out. Just start
you
meant like calling them out.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
right.
I'm talking about affecting the game even more.
I'm saying throw parents out.
I saw both sides of that. I'm gonna throw every parent out.
The empty stadium.
It's just kind of
Just stand there and wait till they leave.
No one likes to play in front of nobody. Like, if nobody's in the stands, like what are you gonna
Like
do?
spring training.
they're all out of here.
Yeah.
Droz, do you want to go back to you and keep bringing it to a screeching halt, or can we let you go?
Oh, I got a lot of stuff going on right now.
Do you?
Good thing there's only 5 people that listen to these, so we're good.
Oh,
Nice.
all right.
Thanks for the support, asshole.
Hey, Droz, listen though.
You know I love you.
No, one last thing, dude. Seriously. All right, let's go, guys. Back to the show.
Nice. We do that every time. We just hang up on it.
He gone.
He gone.
He'll probably call back.
Yeah.
I'll tell
Turn it
you
off
what,
now.
I would love to wear him out on the basketball court if I'm playing.
It'd be fun.
We should actually do
We
that.
should just go to a game that he's reffing.
Yeah.
Just to get on him. Just
in.
because.
Wasn't that?
Let's get a schedule.
Yeah.
Front row seats.
I'd go.
He
Double
would,
cup
you know he
hands.
would toss us though.
It's worth it.
Whatever.
For sure.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I think you would like it.
I think he might trip and fall.
I think you would love it. I actually reffed with him. We did it at Memorial. They used to have a summer league, and they did me, Raleigh, and Droz. It was every Saturday, and you ref like 4 or 5 games. I did it with him one time. Parents do get pretty.
Raleigh?
Raleigh did it one time.
Because he's subjected to everything else.
I didn't even know he was about basketball at all.
He's not. We were just random guys that just ref. It was just to ref games. It was like
Were you guys
junior
getting
high and
getting beer money.
not me. I was actually using the money. I mean, it was. I was already. I was already done. I was already done playing and stuff. So it was.
He's really trying to call me back.
I know he is. Just tell him we lost him. And
Yeah, he did. Missed call. I was waiting for it, he says.
he should have hung up before if he knew it.
Yeah. Got to be ahead of the game.
Well, let's get into MVPs then. So the AL MVP, Mike Trout. NL MVP, Cody Bellinger. So AL, it was Mike Trout, Alex Bregman, and Marcus Semien were the 3 finalists. Mike Trout got injured. What was it? He missed 20 games?
Yeah, it was like 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks.
Last month of the season, basically.
291, 45 homers, 104 RBIs, 438 OBP, 645 slugging, 183 OPS. I think his WAR was like 8.4, something like that. It was pretty ridiculous. So, How do you feel
about that though, with a guy not finishing the year? I mean, the numbers are still stupid.
I think the only
would they finish in the division?
I don't even know.
Yeah,
Third.
either last
Yeah.
or second to last or something.
Irrelevant?
It wasn't. Yeah, irrelevant. But I thought Semien had a good year. Don't get me wrong. I thought Bregman had a good shot at getting it.
Oh, does he need his trash can?
We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But Mike Trout, every year he's been in it. He's been he got his first year he was second AL. Second year was second, then won it, and then he was 4th. So he's been in top 5 every single year, but only once past 3rd.
He's a stud.
He's a freak.
He's the best player in baseball. I don't think anybody can make an argument against that.
No, I agree. I mean, especially to put up the numbers he does with a team that, he has Pujols, but Pujols isn't Pujols anymore. So it's like people could pitch around Trout. They're not competing for a league championship anymore. And then he, the type of person he is, he even signs a long-term deal with the Angels, which you don't see nowadays. That he took I know it's money, but we all agree that he's worth that. But he took it to stay with a team that couldn't even be a contender. We don't even know for the next 5 years.
Well, do you think that if they were contenders, he could pitch like that? Maybe he likes to stay there because they're going to pitch to him. Like when Barry Bonds was getting pitched around, they're in the division lead or in a division race the whole time.
Yeah,
So
but Bonds
gonna-
still hit that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I know. I'm just saying. Like what I'm saying is maybe
He's going to leave somewhere to go. He's not going to leave to go somewhere tougher.
Yeah, it seems like a cakewalk to him with that team.
I just think he's so good that he makes us feel like that.
That's true.
That's a good point. He is. I like you said. I don't think there's any debate. He's the best player in basketball.
No, he's great.
I mean, every year he's got the same numbers. Like he's stupid good. I don't know.
So
he would have hit 50 this year, easy.
I want to get to the Astros thing, but I mean, you can't really finish talking about MVP voting with Bregman and not think, does that play a role in the decision? And that's why
it doesn't play a role because it just. God, you guys are idiots. This just came out. The trash can thing came out after this, so it doesn't play a role. It did.
I don't think
the votes did not.
Yeah, the votes were first.
Yes, thank you.
Before the scandal.
Thank you, John.
But you're saying in retrospect, right? Like
there's no in retrospect. Damn it! It didn't happen.
Okay.
I mean,
I saw a clip.
No, I mean, the clip. I can edit this video to have a trash can banging in the background.
Hold on, because I can tell.
Hold on. We're moving from Chad to Jacques.
Are you throwing me a curveball? Okay, so I gotta sit back.
I don't know. We'll get into that, Jacques. Let's talk about the MVP thing real quick. Bregman was good enough. Numbers. Without any of that anybody even knew about, his numbers were good enough. Yeah. And who was more important to their club?
Well, I think Mike Trout was.
What happens?
To win 50, 60 games?
Well, it's relative, though. If you take Trout away, how many games do they win?
Give Trout, Correa, and Altuve.
And I think Bregman's WAR was just, it wasn't as high as Trout's, obviously, but it was still pretty good WAR. But, when Correa went down, he went to short. He was a team guy. I think he's even played second when Altuve was done in his career. Obviously, he's been their third baseman.
And I'm not questioning.
Do they get to the World Series without Bregman? That's what I'm getting at. Do they get there without him?
I'm a fan of Bregman. I like Bregman a lot.
I love Bregman. I think he's great.
Bregman's huge for the short guys like me. You don't have to be 6'4" to be a shortstop. You can be 5'10", 5'11",
or third baseman.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm a huge fan of his. Just by if that. But he swings it.
Yeah.
We would all love that 290 fence and left.
Hey,
that all day.
He can't control that.
No, he can't.
No.
So what about the NL then? You've got Cody Bellinger. It was Yelich and Rendon.
I thought Yelich was going to get it again just because I think he missed a little bit more.
He's a better player.
He did.
He is a better player.
Yeah, way better than
O'Dowd on the MLB Network?
The Rockies.
The Rockies ex guy. So what he said, so I was all on Yelich. Like, I was so mad that Yelich didn't get it. And then what he said kind of made sense to me is the MVP went to, for the National League, it went to somebody that was, he won it because his defense. He played center, he played right, he played first, he played left, and he was a really good, I think he was a Gold Glover in the outfield this year. I think he might have did he get it this year?
I don't know.
But that was the reason he said that he got it, which to me kind of makes sense as the MVP is the all-around player.
Well,
I think we look at offense too much.
Well, do you think that when Yelich went down and the Brewers went on that run without him, do you think that took some votes from him so he wasn't that needed?
I don't know.
I mean, that could.
I mean, he wasn't on the team for the last month, right?
Yeah.
And what'd they win? 25 games or something?
Yeah, they still won. They still were hot. And then
they probably should have won the wild card game.
Yeah, then they should have won that.
But they lost to the Nationals, who also were just as hot. It was just
and all of us have played baseball, so we understand. You're looking at the outside of a person that doesn't know the game, compared to us that we understand. When something happens like that, your team could get stronger, or your team could go the other way.
Fold, yeah.
And then we obviously know the hottest team doesn't matter if you're good or bad. The hottest team normally wins, and it's also baseball where anybody can beat anybody.
Well, yeah, and especially baseball when it comes down to the wild card, because you're playing playoff ball before even the playoffs start. So you're fighting to play every game, and so that's what it seems to be the trend, that the wild card team goes to the World Series and has a good chance of winning, just like the Nationals or the Brewers. I think the Brewers could have run the table too.
Giants, Royals, weren't the Royals actually when
they didn't they play? They lost in the World Series.
Yeah,
they beat the A's, right? Did they beat the A's?
Yeah.
Yep, and that was a crazy game too.
Yep.
Even to your point with the NL, I kind of think Rendon was probably more important to his team
I think Yelich and Rendon are both better players than Bellinger.
I mean, Bellinger's no.
And I don't disagree with that. I'm not saying.
I'm not a Dodger fan though. I hate the
Yeah,
Dodgers.
he's a Giants
Well,
guy.
this is just strictly just
Non-biased.
Yeah, just
I agree with you. I was just saying what O'Dowd said made sense.
Yeah,
to me.
But I mean, both Rendon and Yelich are legit defensive players too. So
Yeah.
Yelich has a goal.
Bellinger's numbers were legit.
They were.
They were.
How many strikeouts did he have?
Not a lot. He went down. It
120.
said,
Yeah, over 100.
yeah,
It's
but
gotta
it
be
was,
100.
but he went down like a significant number. I remember.
I think because of that, what the strikeouts, I favor the other two way more because they're just more pure hitters in my head. Rendon hardly ever strikes out. And Yelich, man, that guy's smooth.
And that goes against Rendon too, because when he swings, he's gonna put the bat on the ball.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
if Bellinger swings and he swings and misses, and then he connects one, it's a home run.
And everybody right now they're all about the
Do or die.
long, the big swing, long home run. That's what people want to see. So I don't know, but that's not what gets.
I mean,
me going.
average wise was Rendon we don't have all the numbers.
Bellinger hit 305 and Rendon was 319.
Yeah.
But Rendon had 13 fewer bombs,
What about ribbies?
but had 11 more ribs.
doubles.
What
I-
wins games, homers or ribbies?
RBIs.
He had a better OBP. And he was
And he wasn't even close to getting a first place vote.
No, it was just him and Yelich.
It was
that got the
Bellinger
first place
and
votes, right?
Yelich.
But
got
without him, do the Nationals win the World Series?
No.
You get, so that's what I'm saying. Like
That's why you should do the MVP voting after.
the whole year
I think so.
after the World. Well,
Because what matters doesn't the playoffs matter as much as anything for? They're all playing for
in
a
this
championship.
case, obviously not. You have a team that was won, 50, 60 games, whatever the Angels won. They were terrible, and the Dodgers didn't make it to the World Series.
Well, even still, I guarantee Trout still gets the MVP after
Yeah.
the playoffs. After the playoffs are finished, he still gets the MVP.
I'm
But
just saying, to answer your question, no, I don't think, obviously, the postseason doesn't have anything to do with the voting.
I think,
Because it didn't help Rendon.
but it would have if they voted after the playoffs.
They
were
did.
over.
They did.
I thought that they voted on MVPs
So
before.
my question is, should they just vote at the end of the
No,
regular season?
everything happened like a month ago, if that.
Are you guys sure? I'm pretty sure MVP
They just did the
voting-
awards on TV. Like
I know they
I know
give
the
out the
votes might have
awards
been in
now.
before,
the
but I
votes,
don't think so.
the
I don't
votes
know.
take place before playoffs start.
Do they?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you check me, but I'm almost positive. All the voting on all the awards happen before.
So you're saying that
playoffs.
they
Or
should.
like a week after the playoffs, or
No.
when the playoffs start.
No. Before playoffs start.
Oh.
That's my
Well, the
understanding.
playoffs start the next day.
The next day of what?
162.
This is where we need Andrew.
162. The wild card going 163. So that's what I'm saying. How can it be voted on right before playoffs? Is the playoffs are going right then?
Andy texted me. I just won the MVP of the student versus teacher game.
Nice. Over medal.
So, but you're saying that the voting should take place at the end of the season when everything's
After
done.
everything's done.
World Series won.
We need to know for sure. Is
I'm
there a
looking
way
it
we
up.
can find
He's
that
looking
out?
it up right now.
But I do agree. I agree. Yelich and Rendon are better players than Bellinger. He just
Well, look at their lineups too. I mean, who protects
Rendon.
Yelich?
Yelich, no Braun, but Braun hasn't even been Braun.
Yeah, he's not the
You
same
know.
player.
And Rendon,
Where's Aguilar?
Zimmerman hasn't been
He's
Zimmerman.
not the same player.
You know that Dodgers lineup, believe it or not, it's freaking stacked, man.
Yeah, it is
You
stacked.
know, it's so you have to pitch to them.
No luck on the when they vote.
It won't tell me when.
We'll have to do some research on that.
If
But
you guys out there, anybody knows, hit us up. Let us know. We can get it on there.
or do you? Yeah, I don't know. I just thought Rendon was maybe just because I like him too. I don't know. I like how he plays. He plays a stellar third base.
Yeah.
Rakes.
But I mean, if Yelich doesn't get hurt and he continues what he's doing, you're saying Yelich. If Yelich wins, you might not be saying Rendon.
Probably not.
You know,
So where does he go next year?
Oof.
is Yelich a free agent?
No, Rendon.
No, Rendon.
Oh,
Who knows?
the Giants.
Giants.
If the
rid of
Nationals don't
Longoria.
lock
Yeah.
him up.
Long overdue.
Yeah, he hasn't been himself lately.
I actually had a pretty good year.
He did like 20 home runs and he had like 260.
Whatever.
At Oracle Park.
Yeah.
Whatever. Why? You?
He hates the Giants.
I don't hate the Giants.
Oh, come on.
I just They don't know what they're doing over there.
Okay. Well, they know what they do with that manager.
They got Gabe Kapler.
Yeah. They're setting him up for failure.
Getting into Gabe Kapler. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Chad.
get into management.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, here we go.
Or we're
Finally.
going back to the MVPs. We're going to go back. Rewind.
MVP,
Pull me back in.
MVP voting takes place before the postseason, but the results are not announced until after the World Series. The BBWAA, whatever that is.
Writers Association.
Yeah, began by polling 3 writers in each league city in 1938, blah, blah, blah. But yeah.
So players don't vote on that either?
No, it's all
That's
writers.
stupid, too.
It is stupid.
So they don't vote on the Hall of Fame or postseason awards. Or not postseason, but season awards.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I don't know whose idea it was to give the writers all the power with that, but it doesn't make any sense to me.
They got to kiss their ass all year.
You know there's got to be a different outcome.
Oh, yeah.
Has to be.
Well, maybe not with Trout.
No.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm talking about, you know.
And maybe guys like Bryce Harper wouldn't get an MVP.
But to your point with Yelich, so if Yelich finishes the season...
No, I still think Yelich was going to get it. That's what I thought.
But my point is if you think if he finished the season, didn't get hurt, it's hands down.
Yes.
Then maybe he should have won it anyway.
That's what exactly.
No, but being most valuable, you got to be on the field.
But then again
Trout,
goes to Trout. Trout missed the last month.
Interesting
But
thing.
Trout, and this is what what's his name on the MLB network, the Pena.
Yeah.
He said
Carlos?
they should have an outstanding player that's in both leagues. So Trout can have that every year. and then they do MVP.
Are they going to call it the Barry Bonds Award?
It's interesting
Giants
too,
fans.
though. If you waited,
I agree, though. Barry Bonds should be
if
in
you
the Hall.
waited to do the voting after playoffs, then maybe not Trout, but like other guys that don't get to play in the playoffs because their team wasn't good enough would be hurt by that, which is interesting to think about because if a guy like Yelich and Bellinger are both in the playoffs, and one of them does better than the other, that'll probably give them the nod. Which I think is kind of a cool thing because playoffs are really maybe the most important thing in the whole year, right? I mean, that's how you get your championship.
What everybody watches.
Unless you're an individual.
Well, that's true.
Like Trout.
Let's get
Go
into
play for a winner, Trout.
Hey,
Come to the Giants.
I honestly thought Trout was gonna sign with the Phillies, but
Ugh.
just because he's from there, that's why.
Is he?
Yeah,
He's East Coast. Is he from
He's Jersey, I think.
Jersey.
But he's a Phillies
He's a
fan.
Philly.
Oh.
He's
Eagles.
an Eagles fan, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, once you get in California, though, it's probably pretty hard to leave for a lot of those guys. It's super nice and
Well, so
probably lives in Newport.
getting into managers, you guys talk about Kapler and the Angels hired
Madden. David Ross with the Cubs. Mike Matheny, which I thought the Giants were gonna get.
should have gotten.
Yeah, I would
Royals.
have taken him.
Heck yeah.
It's a sinking ship over there, though. Right
You
now.
don't like Kapler? Yeah, I mean you're the Giants
No,
guy.
he's
What do you think?
he's gonna go there and be a name for a year and get fired.
See, I have different feelings on the team overall.
They're good.
I think Zaidi is good. I was really impressed with what he was able to do this year. It's a different technique, I thought, than what most teams do. I mean, it was a rotating door for a lot of months with a lot of the outfielders, but he kind of hit some guys that worked, like Yastrzemski, and I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a big surprise. But how long is that gonna last?
It's not, but
They're gonna figure him out. It's the league.
But I feel like with what he had to work with, which was not much. I mean, even the guys that are there that are holdover from the past good teams, Belt.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do
Don't
with
bring
Belt?
him up.
He's terrible.
You gonna get rid of him?
Hey, Chad could play right now over Belt.
I guarantee.
Maybe
he could.
not right now.
No,
I'll
still take it.
I could probably hit better than him.
I'll still
but
take you right now. I promise you.
But you know what I'm
I
saying.
feel
like,
more confident in you.
you come
I
into the
appreciate
team and
that.
you got Brandon Belt. That's just a huge letdown. Brandon Crawford. Woof, what a bad year he had.
Yep.
Overall, even defensively, he wasn't good. That
Yeah,
year.
he wasn't himself.
And then Posey, he's a shell of himself.
Posey, okay. Posey needs to go to first. Bring Bart up.
Do we want to take Wodrowski?
Yeah, we can get him on.
Hey, Woodskin.
Champion.
Hey, we live?
We're live, bro.
We're live.
We're live recording.
Good.
I made it.
Called to the bullpen.
We heard you just won an MVP award.
Yeah, I found out about it this morning, and they brought in the ringer, a little 3-on-3 tournament, and I popped some threes on them and freaking shook some kids out of their shoes. So,
Did you need a trash can for the pounding on the trash can and shoot a three?
no, certainly not, sir.
All right. That's the Astros.
Hey, we're talking managers right now. The Giants
I
hired
can get into that.
of a Kapler.
I can't let it go.
Managers.
Yeah,
You know, it's about the players, not the manager.
we're talking Kapler with the Giants and all the new guys getting hired.
Isn't Kapler's kind of a weird dude, isn't he?
He likes coconut oil.
He got into someone gave him a bunch of money to get into like a women's magazine or something like that, and it kind of stuck with him the rest of his career, and everybody made fun of him for it for a long time.
Yeah,
He did Playboy under the name Mike Honcho.
it would have been Playgirl, but
I know. It's a movie.
it was some.
It's a movie.
It was
Lap.
similar to that.
It's
but
not. It's not in your top 10.
No.
Funny
Do you know
movies.
what movie that is, though?
No.
Really?
What is it?
It's Talladega Nights.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I like that movie, but that's not one of my tops.
I didn't
Oh,
even
it's
know
a great
that.
movie.
What, the movie?
No, I know the movie. I don't know that line.
Yeah.
When he's in the hospital
hospital.
after, and he's acting like he's dead. He's like, I just want to let you know, I spread my butt cheeks in Playgirl under the name Mike Honcho.
Well, guess I'm gonna have to revisit that movie.
Yeah, so go in Playgirl under the name Mike Honcho.
Well, guess I'm gonna have to revisit that movie.
Yeah, so go watch that movie. It's funny.
Homework for the weekend.
I'll write a 4-page paper on it.
Thank you. Bring it back.
And then you had Girardi with the Phillies,
That's a good one.
Good one.
and I think he
Joe
brought up.
Girardi? He got hired, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Hey,
the Phillies.
Dave Roberts is still with the Dodgers, Andy.
Just we're a month away. We're a month in now.
Best manager
It's
of all
coming,
time.
guys. Don't worry. It's
And-
all runs come to an end, okay? And his is coming.
Andy
They
came
just
on
haven't
here
found a
like after
replacement.
they got knocked out of playoffs, and he said, "I guarantee Dave Roberts will not have a job by so and
It
so."
was like a week.
Sweet guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Girardi. I think.
Hey, I'm on. I got like an IEP or 504 combination. I get extended time for my assignment, so we got to let this play out.
I don't even know if you're talking to us right now, but either way, all right.
Yeah, Girardi's good. I think we were talking about Trout and the Angels. I think Madden brings just a different flavor, almost like Sosha. The old school.
What's Madden gonna do differently?
I don't know. It might attract, free agents.
It kinda
They were talking about Garrett Cole. He's from there.
I've heard him rumored to go to the Giants.
Yeah, because of his
Crawford?
brother-in-law.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen
Why not?
because
He doesn't like the Giants.
Yeah, no. Because they're gonna move the bullpens to the outfield, and there's gonna be more home runs.
it's gonna look nice.
That's not a done deal, though, right?
They are. The visitors don't even have a bullpen.
Are they
area
really?
to
Yeah,
sit.
okay.
They're taking
We'll
from the
check
side.
out-
They're taking
get
from
to
the
watch
foul
for
line to the
cameras
out-
and-
yeah, and they're gonna bring in the fence.
They're gonna add cameras out there.
Yeah.
In left center,
Oh,
right?
we're gonna have cameras for sure.
Or, I mean, right center.
And a bunch of trash cans.
Should we just get into it? Should we just go there?
No, we can talk about managers.
Yeah.
Well, we have the manager on
Matheny's
on the phone
good.
right now.
Matheny will be good. I don't know about the Padres guy. I know the Padres are going to be good. They have good young talent.
He has a great name. Can you say it?
Jace Tingler.
I wish he'd be an umpire for one day.
What do you think of Cap? Woody?
Kapler.
Cap or Matheny?
He doesn't know.
Kapler, I thought Matheny was a better hire for the Giants. If,
I think we've all
We're
kind
all-
of.
I think everybody
We're all in
thought that.
agreement on that.
Except me, really. I thought
I
Kapler
mean,
was
So
great.
what did the Royals offer differently? I mean, I don't even know. Did the Giants even pursue him?
Yeah, they did.
No, he was in top 5, I believe.
I think Kapler should be still managing the Rockies or wherever.
The Phillies.
Phillies.
There you
Phillies.
go.
I think he did a good job.
I think he won 116 games in 2 years.
Did he?
No, something
Oh.
like that. About 130. I don't know. They didn't do very well.
Not
Yeah.
this year, definitely not.
But like Andy,
Compared to what the expectations
oh,
were.
yeah.
it's not always about the manager either.
No, that's what I was gonna say. To Andy's point, I mean, it really comes down to the players. I think that when you hear like the manager being blamed for this or that, it's really just to appease the common man fan, the people that don't really know what goes on in a baseball team and within the organization and all that. I think it's just a figurehead to blame, more often than not.
Yeah. Outsiders looking in.
It
though.
might be likability too, because look at what the Giants have done, and Bochy's still loved by everybody.
Well, he won 3 championships.
Yeah, it earns you a lot of credit.
He had a lot of rope.
I'm not knocking Bochy. I think Bochy's a great manager.
He's made some terrible calls, though.
Oh, yeah.
In games.
Well, for sure. I mean, if you have Brandon Belt up there, that's a terrible call.
But what else
Well,
is there?
I mean, his loyalty. I think that's the thing you can knock is the loyalty to his players.
Yeah,
He'll
but
come out of it.
sometime. Well, he's done now.
Well,
He's gonna go to the Padres. Watch, Tingler's gonna last about a month.
Tingler.
Tinglerberry.
Got a good stage name.
I can see him with a mustache right now.
Throwing out the tinglers.
He's gonna look like Bobby Valentine when he got kicked out in the Mets game.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your dollars out for Tingler.
Dinner night.
Dirk Tingler.
Dirk Tingler.
All right, we gotta go. Keep moving on. This
Sure.
is the last. Yeah, sure. Chad doesn't like this topic.
It's fake.
What is it?
The Astros
Cheating scandal.
cheating scandal.
Not cheating. You're not
Why don't
trying.
you like it, Chad?
Because it didn't happen.
Oh.
Why would it come out Why would it come out 2 years later?
Because you have a disgruntled pitcher that wanted to say screw the Astros.
That is a weird deal. Mike Fires. Why is he coming out now with that? I don't
Exactly.
understand that either.
Why? And then after him, here comes another guy. That's like, and my thing is, okay, this is my argument, and you've played on both sides of the diamond. You can't hear that trash can while you're in defense. You know what I mean? If you hear something, you're gonna stop the game and be like, "Look, something's going on here." Every time you throw a changeup or a slider, there's a freaking boom, boom, boom going on. That the players are gonna, you know what I mean? I'm not.
Except for in Oakland, they can get
Hey,
a little
have you
confusing
ever-
there.
But you know what I
They
mean?
got those
You're
drones.
gonna monitor that yourself as players.
You would think.
You're not gonna let that happen throughout a whole game. That's why I think it's not
Well,
real.
maybe they only did it in like opportunistic times. If
Chad,
there's
have
runners
you
on
ever
first
played
and
in the
second.
Mexican Stadium and
Yes,
heard all the banging in there?
I have.
That would be the secret disguise right there.
Yep.
More cowbell, everybody.
You know, I mean, I don't know. Every stadium has cameras all over the place. And then they showed that video of the TV in the dugout. There's seeds on the ground. You don't know if people are going there watching video of the pitcher or trying to get, you don't know any of that. That's what I'm saying. All of this is speculation.
I even heard there's like a vibrating thing like the movie
they wear.
Casino, like
The
Casino,
signal,
Yeah,
yeah.
that they wear.
like from Casino when he was
I
cheating on
heard that
blackjack.
too.
Yep.
Dude, you couldn't even see it on his hand in the picture.
I don't know.
on your leg or something.
I don't know.
I saw a funny meme on wherever, Facebook or something, and it had Mike Fires like ratting on the Astros, but then also like a picture of his glove when he threw one of his no hitters with like pine tar on it almost. I was like,
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Everybody's doing
cheats.
something to get an advantage.
I mean,
had
at
it-
second base, I'm always looking at the catcher's sign
Right.
and trying
of
to
course,
figure it
if
out.
you can get an edge.
Yeah.
But that's different.
Why?
You're not using a camera
That's-
to snake signs from the catcher.
Exactly, because it didn't happen.
Technology, baby.
Yeah.
I mean,
Get with it.
as of right now, I'll be honest, it's still under investigation. Nobody's flat out said it's true.
And then somebody posted their batting averages in 2017 home and away. And it's like, whoever plays, you play better at home anyways. It just happens that way.
Yeah, but they were also last in the league for 3 years in offensive categories.
And they also didn't have the team they had those 3 years.
Yeah.
When you bring up studs that are
Brakeman,
good, that are
Correa,
all first
Springer.
rounders, all stud players, you're going to be a better team. That's just what it is. You're just knocking guys that are good. They've all had good careers. It's not like they've been really bad. And then all of a sudden, in 2017, this guy's an MVP candidate. No, that's why it's just bullcrap.
I don't really care about it for two reasons. For one, if I was in that position, I wouldn't even want the signals.
Me
I
either.
hated hitting like that.
Couldn't stand it.
When we had signs, it was worse for me. And for two, I think if any other team in the league did it, or if anybody like if there
it
was
was the
another
Angels,
team,
no.
if another team in the league had the chance to do it, they would have done it.
Already have.
Or thought
they
about
probably
doing it.
are doing it.
Exactly. That's why I just don't care.
They
that
just
much.
haven't got caught.
Right.
And you're going to pick a team. It's always the people that are good. Everybody looks at to try to bring them down somehow. You know?
I guess the question I have to Fires, and like you said, why now? Even after the World Series, why not during the season?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're pitching for the A's in the division.
Yeah.
Why not say
He wasn't
something?
with them. He
during
wasn't
the
with them in 18.
Yeah, so I mean, I saw another picture. They had cables hanging down from the wall, and I'm like, well, I looked at the wall, and there was nothing. There was no holes, no mounts. There was nothing
No.
ever there. They were just circling cord that was hanging. You know, could have been anything.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's just trying to find something.
But if it's true,
I still don't care.
really, you don't think it's worse than steroids?
No.
No. I don't. Steroids should be legal anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, look at what steroids did to baseball. First
Along
of
with
all,
spitballs.
Yeah. Why not? The ball moves so damn much now, you don't even know.
So are you saying yes, it's worse than steroids then?
No, I don't. It's not even bad. I don't know. It's not even true. It's not true. If it's true, then you could re-ask me the question.
That's what I'm saying. If it's true.
It's not true.
If it is.
It's not.
How do you know?
Because I do.
Prove it.
I did. All
Prove
those
it.
photos
No.
prove that it's not.
It's been proven that they have already.
Those don't prove anything.
When Altuve sent him to the World Series, was it a curveball?
Yeah.
Andy.
Okay. Hold on.
I was wondering.
Hold on. We talked about this too. Chapman couldn't throw a fastball for a strike. So what are you sitting on?
Fastball.
Bullshit.
Andy, if it's true? What is your opinion of it?
I think it's true.
Okay,
And,
so what do you?
Is
Is it?
worse than steroids? Actually,
You what?
It's worse than steroids.
I think there's definitely you can cheat in the game, like picking signs, doing it like naturally with your own eyeballs, and that's within the game. That's part of the game.
This is
Using
just
outside
next level
technology and
stuff,
TV
bro.
You got to
Save
evolve.
it.
No, I think
Save
it's no.
Say
This-
well, then why don't we just tell everybody what pitch is coming?
right, it's awful.
Hit my
That's not
fastball.
good.
Well, this is what's going to
Hit my
happen. The
fastball.
game is going to be another hour long because with nobody on base, they're going to cycle through a bunch of signs to the catcher.
No,
It's gonna be bad.
you know what's really gonna happen? Everybody's gonna wear those gosh dang wristbands with the numbers now. And
Hold
it's
on.
gonna-
That was a great point. How do you even know what sign's coming from center field?
Well, because if no one's on, they're going to throw one for a fastball.
Well, if you watch the video,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
pretty
it was
simple.
the 7th or 8th inning.
It's pretty easy to
At
pick
some point
signs
through the game,
at
they
that
got the
level.
pattern
You guys
down.
are-
That's not right either. That's
have-
another reason why it's a lie.
Hey, Andy, they have 5 guys in the back room ciphering the video.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are
They
they
got
are they
five
going to go through all this trouble for that?
Algorithm.
Yes, it's all about winning.
How much more money you think they made making the postseason and
lot.
winning a World Series?
A lot.
You don't think they're gonna cheat to get that kind of revenue?
Each player made probably close to $500,000.
All right. Let's break it down though. At the end of the day, if they didn't have this cheating,
Scandal.
alleged cheating, would they not have still played basically just as well? Are we thinking that Bregman's numbers were enhanced or that Altuve's numbers,
Maybe.
whose
Yeah.
numbers were down?
Yeah,
this
that's a
year?
good point.
Maybe none. Oh my! You guys
they're
are fucking
enhanced.
kidding me. In the World Series, nobody won a fucking home game. They weren't doing anything.
They beat the Dodgers, though.
Who can't beat the Dodgers?
They also didn't win the World Series, and in 17,
Just kidding. There's
they,
Dodger fans out there. I know.
in 17 they did win the World Series.
So,
And if that's when they were doing it,
if they were doing it in 17 and nothing ever happened, why wouldn't they have done it in 18? Why not in 19?
so
Why,
maybe they were.
Why just
Yeah,
in 17?
better pitching.
And
Maybe
are
they
we
were.
really assuming that only the Astros have come up with this idea?
No, I don't think so. I think more teams are doing. If they,
I think it's an idea. I think that it's a false statement.
Hey, Chad,
What's up?
if they prove it's right, will you come back on the show and be like, I was wrong?
Yes, I will.
Hey, yeah.
you're gonna sit here by yourself, you're gonna do the whole episode, and
I
you're
was
gonna,
wrong.
I'll put the camera in front of my face, like,
and you're gonna
and
talk.
say, I just want to apologize,
I was completely wrong.
For one
but I will
hour.
never apologize because it's not right. Everybody should be on steroids.
Chad, I like your style. hey, but let's be
I'm with
honest.
that.
Let's be honest. The steroid era completely like injected the baseball.
Yes,
Like
it made it better.
Hey,
it steroided the
Brian,
baseball.
We've had this conversation actually.
Brian,
What?
when you were 8 years old, did it matter if somebody was on steroid or not? You loved baseball, correct?
I love beating you.
Well, then a bunch. Yeah, okay, so thanks for proving my point. There's just a bunch of dorks out there who think baseball is better on steroids.
No, yeah, no. I mean, it's for
Oh,
the,
yeah, no, yeah.
it's for the common fan.
Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
You guys laughing at this makes no help. It doesn't.
No,
help
it's
things.
good. It's an inside Fresno City thing.
Anyway,
You were a bulldog out of high school. You didn't.
Everybody should be on steroids.
Yeah, you were on steroids because you played for Fresno State.
So let's say again.
We could have been on them,
Oh,
but we
we should
didn't.
have. We'd be making millions.
Let's.
You still got to play the game.
Yeah, you still gotta hit the ball. That's what it comes down to.
yeah, you do.
it's easier when you know what's
God.
coming.
So you guys are along the lines of.
Well, Andy, you
Barnes
said it.
Wasn't a better hitter 'cause
Hey,
he was
you
on
said it the
steroids.
other day on the podcast. You said,
What-
"What is it? What? Who knows if people are now? Everybody's
whoa.
throwing 98. Everybody's throwing nasty crap."
We got to put
Yeah,
this
they
in
could be.
perspective too. Andy's the only pitcher out of all of us. So obviously he's looking at this from a
Well,
completely.
Gagne had like 60 saves or whatever it was.
In a
He
row.
was roided out of his mind.
Oh no, but I'm talking about this specific Astros cheating scandal. Like,
yeah, 'cause he's
he's
a
looking
pitcher.
at it from a pitcher's point of view.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your Cy Young winner
Well, how do you feel about the juiced balls then, Andy?
came from the Astros.
Oh, he thinks they're
If
juiced.
anybody thinks they're not juiced, they're tripping.
That's the steroids in baseball. Is the juice ball. Everyone's off steroids, but they juice the ball so that everybody hits home runs. Make it exciting for the fans because they can't appreciate a good game.
See, and I come from that same thought process. Like,
So do you want to see like a 2-1 pitcher's duel, or do you want to see
You want to see everybody
course he does.
skinny
I mean,
and out of
I
shape?
like
12-10 offensive
I
light
like seeing
show?
home runs just like anybody else. But I
Just
want
not off
Pitchers
you.
throwing
guys
85.
to check out.
Sorry, go ahead, Andy. Say that again.
I said I appreciate home runs as much as anybody else, but it's ridiculous when guys are freaking off their front foot, getting jammed, or off the end of the bat and they're poking balls over the fence. That's not cool.
I agree.
I do too.
As a hitter, I agree with that.
As a baseball
I
player,
would take
I
it
get
Yeah.
though.
Well, yeah, you would
I
take.
mean,
I would take it in a heartbeat.
No, yeah,
We would all
we all
take
would
it.
take it, but we agree that us watching a game, playing the game, that never would have happened for us. That
never.
now you got guys leaning out, one-handed home runs. It just
It's
doesn't
like
make sense.
Connor said the other day.
Yeah, like Brogdon said, the percentage of that guy that hit the home run off him is like on an 85 mile an hour exit velocity and a 30% chance, and it went out. So sometimes that's why analytics suck, because sometimes it doesn't even make sense.
If it don't make dollars.
So let's say, again, hypothetically,
If you can hit, you can hit. If you can pitch, you can pitch. If you
Right.
can field, if you can throw.
Now you just got to convince people of those things.
Yeah.
That's the
So
real
let me
trick.
look at my iPad and you convince me that you're a good baseball player.
Yeah.
Are you saying we shouldn't
Instead
talk
of
about
watching it, I
we
can
shouldn't
see that you're a good baseball player.
We shouldn't talk about it anymore.
Your exit
until-
velocity off a tee is 95. That doesn't mean you can fucking hit an 85 mile an hour fastball. Fucking slapdicks out there.
I'm with you, Chad.
Batting practice heroes.
You'd know.
guys.
You were the worst batting practice player of all time. You batted
One of the
over
worst.
400 for us.
I sat down on the bench. Your dad looked at me and I just started laughing. He's like, "You're not gonna go hit?" I go, "No, I fucking suck."
Plus, you hit with me, Leonard, OB, and then
These guys are hitting bombs. I'm just going like gap to gap. And
or
looking like
cage,
shit.
you cage killer.
Hey guys,
What?
I got to get going, but can I make one final statement?
Sure.
Hang up.
I've always been a better home run hitter than Brian Lappin.
Straight tripping. Straight tripping.
And he hung up.
And he hung up.
Boom.
Does anybody want to film a freaking home run derby out here between me and him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do a show on it.
Yeah.
All right.
When we come back from Thanksgiving break, we still have like,
It's got to be like 6
2
months
weeks.
from now, though. The knee's got to.
bro. Oh, you're
Oh yeah,
still
the ACL.
Yeah.
You can come out in the spring then. And by
An
then
old,
we
an
won't-
old basketball injury.
Yeah. Then Andy will say I just had excuse. He'll use it as an excuse.
I know he would say something.
He would.
stupid
No,
like that.
he not he would. He will.
He would blame the pitcher.
Yeah.
For one.
He will. Who's gonna throw it? It's got to be. You probably throw better BP than I do.
Gary throws good BP.
Yeah, Gary.
Oh,
I will
yeah,
say
he does.
we had a pretty good BP staff too. Nails.
I don't want to talk about it.
Hey,
I'm depressed about
listen.
that.
If it's true,
I already told you. If it's true, I will say I was wrong.
what should the punishment be?
That's even messier. That's
What do you do? People are saying take the World Series
Nah, you
away.
can't do that.
You can't. I just think that.
You're gonna take him away from the Yankees?
No. What about why? Why would you take it from
Those
the
guys
Yankees?
on that team that were roided up
When?
when they're run 99, 2000, 2000.
Oh, dude, everybody was roided back
That's what
then.
I'm saying. You're not gonna take those titles away.
No, I agree.
Which is why I think we should
no,
have Barry
but
Bonds
do
in
you
the Hall
take-
of Fame. I don't understand.
Barry Bonds was never proven. I'm gonna
That's
say that.
true. He wasn't.
Never
failed a
proven.
test. Never
He
failed a
wasn't
test.
on.
No.
He wasn't on any report like Pudge Rodriguez, or Bagwell,
Or Manny.
or Biggio, or any of those guys.
Palmeiro.
Those guys that were on a report, and some of them are still just got in the Hall of Fame. That's where it's bullshit
I
to me.
think Biggio for being in the Hall of Fame and act like he wasn't on steroids is a joke.
And Bagwell's
And Bagwell?
not in, right?
And
Yeah,
Bagwell's
he got in. They
Oh,
got
he
in the
did get
same
in?
year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're both great players, but Biggio was roided out. So was Bagwell.
Pudge.
Pudge, yeah.
It's hard not to see them roided out during the era they played in, but I don't know.
I'm sorry, in that era, especially the way lifting was, it wasn't like it is now. Dude, Bagwell's thighs aren't getting. They're not getting like that, bro.
And you compare him to Berkman, who they played played alongside for a long
Or,
time.
You know what I mean?
Helton.
Yeah, Elton too.
I will say this. None of that's
Bonds
proven.
needs to be in.
These are just our opinions, pure speculation.
That's what
They said it.
Wait, it's pure speculation? That sounds familiar of what we're talking about right now. With this damn Astros thing.
I'm saying.
That's pure speculation.
I admit, I said if it's true, calm down.
It's not true.
Do you need an ice bath?
This is a
No, I'm good.
this is a big point of contention for Chad. On this.
No, I just get frustrated because people always hate on the good. They always hate on the good.
Yeah.
And that's where they're trying to tarnish their run for 3 years now because of this one thing. And that's what makes me mad. You know? And if it's true, then I'll go back and I'll say, you know what? F them. That's bad. I don't know. But I just don't.
The devil's advocate in me also brings up the question, well, why would Fires make that up?
I don't know. But why would he wait?
I don't know.
Well, yeah. Again, you are on the side that
I know, because he's almost blackballing. If he made it up, he's like blackballing himself.
Sure.
You know.
But you're on the side too that tapes could be edited.
Yeah. I
But
can,
yet
like I
he
said, I can
makes
edit
that
this video
claim.
of a trash can banging in the background.
Fires makes that claim, and you go back and listen to games, and you hear it.
What
Like,
game? What are you listening to?
Go there's videos. They're all over the place.
Are they what videos?
It's
Who
just-
are they?
it's-
Actual the
Chad's
game
saying
footage?
It's inconclusive because it's not like you can see somebody banging it and the sound is directly coming from.
It's
that.
not without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
Is it
I
possible? Is it
said,
possible?
It is possible,
Okay.
but
It's not true though.
it's not true because
Honestly-
players are gonna hear that. That's what I'm saying. Is like I've played the game and you hear dugouts, and if that's loud enough to get to home plate with the amount of fans in there cheering at home games. Okay, with how loud stadiums get and that trash can banging is that freaking loud. I mean, you're freaking banging that thing.
It's
And you're
obvious.
telling me the first baseman can't hear
Yeah,
that?
it's obvious.
If you're
Or the
right.
pitcher?
No,
if
you're
you're
right.
doing it continually through a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, in the video that
So
I
okay,
saw,
they cheated 10 pitches and 17.
Yeah.
If is that what you're telling me?
It's not
You know,
every
you know what I
at-bat.
mean? Yeah,
This
that's
is
what,
not every at-bat.
that's what I'm saying is like if that's happening every pitch that they're picking, that it's not going to happen. Players are going to monitor that.
right. And then what? And then what about during the playoffs when they just lit up Glasnow?
But that was different. That was
was-
proving
That's,
his pitch.
that's what I'm saying. Like how it's hard to decipher between when
because they weren't
actually-
using any technology on that. They
But
were.
who's
that
to
was
say they
visual.
weren't- who's
They
to
were
say-
in the box seeing where he came set.
But who's to say they weren't picking him and somebody was banging the trash can because they picked a sign?
Well,
from
you
the
saw
pitcher?
them telling each other. Bregman was telling somebody as he walked back
I
in the
know,
dugout.
but what if their guys come and set this way and they can only see it from here, and then they're relaying it to the track? I don't know. I don't know.
That's the difference.
That's
They're
what
not
I'm
using
saying.
technology. They're not using a
So
camera.
technology is the
Yeah,
the
I think
bugaboo for
that's
you.
the line in the sand that you don't cross.
I just think that there's so many factors of I'm coming at a player's perspective that plays against them with the crowd. It gets loud in there. You've been to Giants games and we've been to games where it's even loud in minors where we don't even have that many fans. That's a loud sound for somebody not to catch on.
Yeah. No, I will say this: the video I saw, and this is where I'm not a for sure on it. Okay, just so you know.
No, I don't. You can be all
But-
in. I don't care. People think
The
it happens,
video
whatever.
was Gaddis was hitting. It was like the 8th inning, and the Stros were down 3-1.
Somebody could be in the stands
and,
hitting
and
something.
nobody was on base.
Especially with the A's.
So-
Everybody feels crazy.
I don't know who
Yeah,
the pitcher
I know.
was.
Far guy?
It was a dude from the White Sox.
Yeah, the far corner.
Yeah. So nobody on base. It was like the 8th. They're down 3-1. What's the point?
A fan could have been hitting a trash
A
can.
home run makes it 3-2. Okay.
Maybe
No,
Gaddis-
you're one run closer.
maybe
Yeah,
Gaddis
he's a
is
guy that can put it out.
Gaddis is trying to get that incentive bonus.
Yeah. He needs to get paid.
Well, and that's another thing. I mean, you gotta think about
know.
that. Guys
How about
come
that,
up, come
that,
down.
That Rangers pitcher that told everybody not to catch the pop
Yeah.
up in the infield
To
so
get
he
his
could get his 200
strikeout
strikeout.
bonus, yeah.
Mike Minor.
Well, and then you have CC that needed one more strikeout to get a bonus,
And
and he hit the guy,
got tossed.
and got tossed.
And then Trevor Bauer, didn't he have something?
He's a zoo.
When he,
Last
when he
year?
threw the ball in the center field.
No,
You see,
no, no.
Pitching Ninja gave him like
Yeah,
no.
he put that curveball Bregman hit out and then had the UFO music. Like, oh, how did he do that? Well, bro, you fucking threw a hanging curveball to a big league hitter.
It wasn't Trevor Bauer. It was Phil Hughes with the Twins, I think, a few years ago, where he did not do what Mike Minor did. Like, he sat out. Like, I think he had to throw like 200 innings in the year to get an incentive bonus or something, and he didn't do it. So it's kind of weird how I don't know.
Some guys want it and some guys it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think that's more
Personal.
well, also like organizational maybe. Like depending, or major league maybe. If you have to be in the major leagues to really understand like the ins and outs and the nuances of whether or not that's an okay thing to do or not.
Yeah.
Because I don't have an answer for it.
I don't know. I could honestly see, like when Andy had that strikeout game in Taft, he needed to strike out like a certain amount of guys. I could see him saying, "Drop that ball!" Like, and
absolutely,
I probably would.
Where was I?
Shortstop.
I'm sure.
I don't know. At Taft, he threw 4 innings and he struck out 14 of 15.
Oh,
shit. The guy led off with a homer.
I didn't even notice. I guess I was in the zone or something.
He only pitched 5 innings?
Yeah, they only let him go for the win.
Oh, okay. I remember that game.
Yeah.
Interesting topics. I'm sure we're not done talking about the Astros.
No, this has been great.
It's just fun. It is great. It's fun. It's
Yeah,
good times.
yeah,
Always
thanks for
good.
having me.
Yeah, dude. Anytime. You come back.
Can I just say, though, I don't care about the Astros deal. I already said it, and I still don't. I don't know why it's such a big deal.
I don't either.
Is it worse? Is it worse than Pete Rose if it's true?
Pete Rose
No,
wasn't a
Pete
big
Rose
deal.
should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Agreed.
The game was founded on cheating.
You're punishing a guy for what he did as a manager.
And he's betting on his own team.
True.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, I hope
Nobody will ever have 4,000 hits.
No.
He was betting to win on his own team.
Right.
Not to lose.
in Major League Baseball.
He didn't tank.
No.
What?
In Major League Baseball, like in the MLB.
Anywhere.
Well, Ichiro combined.
That doesn't count. He's not facing the best of the best.
But I would say Ichiro's the only person that's ever really been close.
If
to
Ichiro
Pete
started
Rose's
his
level.
career, maybe.
But those stats over there count. I mean, they count.
How do they count? Who's
for him they do.
For him they do, but they don't count to us.
No, that's what I'm saying. MLB. In the MLB, nobody will do what Rose did.
No.
Nobody
I
has.
agree.
Nobody.
Right. I'm just saying. I'm being.
Well, like Pete
I'm being
Rose
that
said,
guy.
count his minor league stats. Then
I'm being that
he's
guy.
got like 6,000.
There's a few things that won't be touched. That's one of them.
Yeah.
Cal Ripken's consecutive games played. Nobody will ever touch that.
And DiMaggio's hit streak.
DiMaggio,
60.
nobody's touching that.
Or 56.
181 RBIs. That's probably not getting touched.
I would have touched that. You guys laugh, but you fucking know. You play me 162? I'm hitting 181 ribbies.
How many times am I on base for that?
You're scoring 150 runs.
Oh, I might get the record in runs then. All right.
Exactly.
I'm with it. Well, I mean, we should have been on the same team.
Oh my
for
god,
life.
this is good stuff. He's definitely coming back. Anything else, guys? Before we wrap it up?
Nah, just thanks for having me.
Nah, dude, that was
Had a
awesome. It was
time.
fun.
I text Lap on the late night.
That's
That
good.
was that.
Yeah, he texted last night. He's like, "Hey, Jacques keeps texting me. He wants to get on." I go, "I know. I just heard from him yesterday."
I had a few.
He always texts me
adult
too.
beverages.
It's all good, man. Well, that's 27, episode 27. And if you have any comments, please let us know what they are. We'll try.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, we'll try to get it on the show.
You're wrong and right.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for listening. We've gotten a lot of good feedback the last couple of weeks. It's been great.
Yeah.
So we'll keep plugging away. And
We got a big guest next week.
yeah. So that's Hit or Die, episode 27. Thanks, guys.
Hit or die.
Hit or die, suckers.